What's up, warrior family? Welcome back to another video, and as you can tell from the title today, I will be giving you guys some freshman college advice. Without further ado, let's get into this video. So before we get into this, a little bit about my freshman college year. It wasn't bad. It was smooth. I did learn a lot. So some things I did learn is, well, what I didn't learn is roommates. Because for me, I didn't have a roommate my freshman year. And I still didn't have one literally up until my sophomore second half. I had two, but they left quickly. So yeah, so about freshmen, so a little bit what I got about roommates is you will have to learn how to compromise, okay? If you're not a compromised person, you're gonna have to hurry up and get yourself a single. And yes, singles are more expensive than it would be double or triple or quadruple, because sometimes you could be sharing a room with one person, two person, or even three person, sometimes even four. If you want to live in a really good places, well, at least from I know on my campus, you'll be living with a lot of people. So compromise is one. And one thing you will have to compromise is the air conditioning. If you want it cold or hot. I remember I had a roommate, it was on 60. I'm a 75, 76 type of girl. So that was something used to get to. We kind of got a borderline, you know, but wasn't nothing I really get used to for a long time. Some people, my first roommate that I got, she didn't like the TV light. Nothing I could do about that. I'm not turning off my TV. But what I did is, I have a PlayStation. So I'll plug up my headphones in there. So you have to be courteous. But if people doing too much, you're just going to have to talk to your RA and see what y'all can do. You can talk to your RA. But usually before you even get into it, you will have to fill out a form about who you want to be roomed with. Because let's say you have a friend from high school and y'all going to the same college. Must be nice. Y'all can literally put down each other's names, your ID number, you know, and y'all can get booked together. So it's not, if you don't do this and you do it correctly, you can get room to somebody. Like for me, I'm technically a night owl. So I always I don't go to bed till about 12, 1 or 2. I do wake up early in the morning, you know, and everything like that. So let's talk about the CAF. So usually the CAF, you have a food plan, you're going to need that. You're going to need that. Me personally, I didn't do the weekend plan, and it wasn't bad for me because my freshman year, I was gone on the weekends. I wasn't at campus, I was at home. But when I did stay on campus, it was a little bit of a struggle, I'm not gonna lie. But we do, at least on my campus, they do have side foods. Mine's is the Chick-fil-A, and they do have a little taco place. But the taco place usually closes earlier than the Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A closes around at 9ish, 10 o'clock, 11ish. I can't really remember on the top of my dome. But yeah, so you will get your car, and you do get flexible spending money with your food and everything. So that's cool. So you do have your breakfast, your lunch, and your dinner. You can try to get in there your schedule. Some days you might not get to eat because of your schedules, which is okay. Okay, it's not okay, but it's okay. But sometimes the professor won't mind. Like some of my professors, they didn't mind if we bought our food and ate it in there, because my schedule was back to back to back to back my freshman year, and back to back to back half of my from my first semester of sophomore year. So when I literally say I get done with one class, I got 5 minutes, 10 minutes to get to another class. It was like that. I didn't have time to sit down and eat and nothing. But you have to go on, you know, get used to it as you go. So it does take a little bit of getting comfortable. Because usually, don't be afraid to eat anything in there. Because my freshman year and all the other freshmen I talked to, we literally just ate that pizza. We ate that pizza until we just made us sick. It wasn't no, I'm gonna go over here to get a burger or fries. Or I'm even go in a little middle place and see what I want. They have a little veggie option too for my vegetarians. No, straight in there, straight to the pizza, and that was it. But you don't have to be afraid to eat what you want to eat in there. You have your little fruit salad bar. You have your drinks, you have your desserts. You can dabble, you can make your own sandwich. You want a sandwich? You can make it. They have their own cereal. Yeah, cereal. I think they have oatmeal, I'm not sure. But you can have your waffles. You can make your waffles any time of the day. So yeah, and then they will have like little activities. I do say go to the activities. Me personally, since I didn't have a roommate, I did actually I didn't want to do nothing. I just want to stay in my room. But I did have wonderful friends that got me on my little bubble. So I did actually start going to these events, start meeting new people. Because it wasn't for them, I'll be in my room. But a roommate would usually help you get out more. You have, at least you have that one person that you know that you can be cool with. So yeah, do mingle. You might be a little nervous, especially if you're by yourself, but mingle. It's okay. And a little bit about the professors. Some people have nice professors, some people don't. I had a couple of nice ones, had some mean ones, and it was just, you know, you got to deal with it. You just got to roll with it. You can drop your classes. I dropped one of mine because I got sick, and they wouldn't let me make up my test, and it dropped my grade flat down. So you can drop your classes if you need to, only if you need to. Only reason why I did that is because I didn't want that to affect anything else before it was finalized. There was no way I was coming back from that. That's when I'm talking about professors can be really, you know, groceries, noodles. Alright, hear me out. Before I say this, I'm like, oh, that's all the typical college joke. No. Get yourself some noodles. Them times are going to be getting to the point where you want to eat out. No, you're not gonna have enough money unless if you can work and everything like that. But if you're like a freshman with no car, no nothing like that, get you some noodles. I didn't have a car in my freshman year, so if the cafe's closed and I miss Chick-fil-A, I gotta eat what's in my room. And if I didn't have some, yeah. So you want to make sure you get your sandwich meat, your sandwich bread, refrigerator must need, and a microwave. Get your microwave. Us here, as my family here, we don't do microwaves. So I never had a microwave until I went to college. And everyone in this house using my microwave. Like, yeah, I'll put y'all on now, huh? So yeah, you need a microwave. Get yourself further beds. I know I'm jumping around, but now we're going to get into the bedding area. For the beds, you're going to need a foam, like a little foam, a little extra, because some of these mattresses, it's hard. You're gonna be sleeping on like rocks, it feels like. So get yourself a foam mattress, like a little foam, and then get yourself your little cover seats. Most of these are twins, so get yourself like a twin size, you know, cover and everything. Other than that, you'd be great. Dustpan, step stool, because the way that I did my room, I don't know if I have any pictures, but if I do, I can find some. I can put them right there. If you need room, if it's gonna be two of y'all in there. So sometimes you put your dressers, like what you put your pajama pants, your pajama shirts, you put that down, and you put your bed on top of that. So then how you gonna get on your bed? I was struggling for a little bit, so I got myself a stuff stool. So yeah, you need a stuff stool. They do have like little frats and everything like that. You can join them, have little clubs. Me personally, I didn't join none. It's not up my alley, but it's for you. You can. Haven't heard anything bad from them so far, but yeah, it seems kind of cool. Go to class. Go to class. Sometimes the professors don't be playing. They say you can only miss 3 days. You can only miss 3 days, and they're gonna kick you out the class. Sometimes they give you a little wiggle room, but sometimes they will not. You are accountable to getting yourself up and to getting to class. Okay, if you stayed up a little too late the other day before you go, you get up. You don't have to fight, because you're not gonna have your mama, you're not gonna have your daddy, you're not gonna have no one breathing on your neck. Cause guess what? To be honest, sometimes I don't care. You in class, you in class. If you're not, you're not. You're absent. Go to class. Okay, it's gonna be hard. Trust me, it was hard for me my freshman year. But after a while, once you get into that groove, it's gonna be okay. I know for the first week of school for mine, it's like a little orientation week, and they did like a little activities here and there. They gave us a little tour. Do that. They say it's mandatory, but to be honest, do that, because that's where I met most of my friends that I have now there. So yeah, do that. What else do y'all need to know? Just be careful. It's just like high school, to be honest. You gotta realize people, unless they're seniors, maybe a little bit of juniors, they still came in with the same mindset from high school into college. So, you know, just be careful. You know, you want no one all up in your business. Be careful about who you tell your business, because just if you go to a small campus, your business is going to be everybody's business. So be careful with that. Showers. For my dorm this year, but for my freshman year, usually have all the freshmen in warm dorms. Sometimes the co-ed, sometimes they're not. If you know what co-ed means, I mean boys and girls are in the same dorm. Girls on the left side, boys on the right side. So The showers, you know, the girls have their own showers, and what you need is shoes. Get yourself some shower shoes. Do not put, I repeat, do not put your feet on that shower floor. Okay, don't do that. That is not okay. Always wear your shoes in the shower. I don't care where you're going. Wear your shoes everywhere. Wear your shoes for your feet will be okay. You need to get yourself a shower shoes. You need to get yourself like a little candy to put all your stuff in. Because like I said, these showers, everyone is using them. So you don't have your own shower shoes to walk out. Get yourself a little carrier thing. Also, get yourself like a little towel to make sure you wrap it around tightly. You know, you want to make sure everything is secure, make sure nothing is falling off. But yeah, if you have an emotional support animal like I do, Mira, she's with me. She's been with me since my freshman year. I'm trying to get her with me for my junior year. A little bit about that. Sometimes they give you a little leeway about getting an emotional support animal and having a roommate. I didn't have a roommate my freshman year, but that wasn't because of her. That was just because of she couldn't unfortunately go. Without my sophomore year, I just don't know. I say it's a blessing in disguise. You know, God is on my side, so I'll take that blessing and move on for it. There is a process. If you're a freshman, you want to go ahead and contact your school about your emotional support animal, get your forms and everything like that. Because if they don't know before you get there, it can get hectic. Sometimes it might be like you don't feel comfortable with having your animal. Like my animal is not friendly with other animals, and I know they were trying to say, you know, put her with other animals, and I was like, not gonna work, and I'm not doing that. So, you know, sometimes you gotta stand your ground. One thing I call it, stand your ground. Always stand your ground, okay? Let no one run you over. You know, this is your taste of a little bit of adulthood, so go ahead and enjoy that, but enjoy it safely. Another thing is studying. You need to study, okay? Studying is very important. If you need to email your professor, email your professor. If you miss something, see if they can make it up. Just ask. Sometimes you just have to ask. We have study hall because I'm in sports, but if you don't do sports, library is open. Go to your library. Your library is our best friend. Y'all gonna be twinning. The library is there for you. Use it. Also, tutoring is also available. I believe tutoring is free. I believe mine was free because I went tutoring my freshman year because I needed it. So yeah, don't be afraid to use tutoring either. You know, they're on your schedule. Just tell them what you need and they'll help you out. So don't be afraid of tutoring. You know, try to keep your grades up. Don't slip. Try to keep them up. Because, you know, grades are really important. Especially if some schools require you to have a certain amount of GPA for you to even stay there. You really want to make sure that you stay on top of your work. Don't procrastinate. I know it's hard. I'm still working on that myself. But like I said, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Fine. Let's say, because we have our own little kitchen where my dorm is. So let's say that you don't even use it. You don't use this kitchen. Let's say it's so dirty, right? And your RA is telling all of y'all, because y'all have like a little group chat. I know for us we do. That if this stuff is not cleaned up, y'all will get fined as a floor. That means anything from the kitchen to the bathroom. If something is not clean and they keep telling y'all to repeatedly clean it, y'all will get fined. So for me, I don't care. I ain't clean up nothing that's not mine. I'm not gonna do it. Now if I make the mess, I'm gonna clean up as I go. So I'm never in that predicament. But that's why I always have my stuff to my stuff. But yes, floor fines are a thing. You can get fined for something someone else did if the so-called person don't do it or someone else just step up and do it themselves. So I almost forgot about that. I need cars on campus. You can bring them as a freshman. I think so. I know for us, I know some colleges that don't allow it. Also living off of campus, I know as a freshman, sometimes they won't allow it. Sometimes they will. You know, I heard different stories about which, so it's really up to them. If you do have a car, let you know this now. As a freshman, really be careful about who you hang around with. Because some people will only hang around you because of what you have. Because you gotta realize, a car on campus is like the most technically important thing you need to do. You're hungry, everything's closed, guess what? Instead of walking, hey, let's go to Walmart. Hey, you need a car. You need a car for these places. So people will use you for this. So be careful. Be careful, okay? That's all I want to know. They do have nurses and everything. Usually we have 2 basketball courts, so one of them is usually open if you want to go do sports and everything, like play. Ours also have a volleyball court as well, you know, so they have things to do on campus. You know, it's not just boring. I'm trying to figure out what else y'all need to know. I went down to basics. Just don't let no one, just don't be nervous, be you. You know, don't try to put on a little front that's not you and everything. So yeah. And if you don't have a car, just try to make sure you, when you're doing your shopping, that you do a good bit of a shopping before you absolutely totally need to go back out. Okay? And I don't condone walking, but if you ever have to walk, please let people know where you're going. You know, even if you don't show the location. But only if it's absolutely emergency. And if so, try to go in the daytime, you know. Don't try to go at night. That's not really safe. And let's see what else. That's really it. Noodles. Your foam for your bed. Broom. You can use a vacuum. Your candy for when you go to your shower. It's a really tight towel for nothing slips and falls. For this video, I think that's really it. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any other questions, let me know. But other than that, thank you. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, especially if you're new here. Become a part of this warrior family. Bye.